Hey y'all, it's your girl Tamia here, and I'm back with another video for you guys today. For today's video, I'm actually going to be starting a brand new series here on my channel. This series is going to be known as Girl Talks with Mia. So basically, I am starting a Girl Talk series. I've been wanting to start one of these series for so freaking long now, and I'm finally getting around to it. So to start off the series, the first video I decided to do today is Relationships 101. If y'all don't know, I've been in a relationship myself for the past 5 years, so I guess I've gotten a lot of experience and tips and tricks on how to maintain a healthy, long-term, young relationship. Anyway guys, if y'all enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Also subscribe to this channel, which is linked down below, and make sure you follow me on all my social media, which is linked down there below as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. So first things first, I just really want to kind of talk about my personal experience with my relationship and everything. Like I said, I've been with my boyfriend Derek for about 5 years now. We've been together since February 2014, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all know Derek. He has been on my YouTube channel several times, and I'm not gonna lie, our relationship has been a really crazy roller coaster. We've had our ups and downs, but we've managed to get through them, and it has taught both of us so freaking much. We've grown so much. So now I'm just gonna talk about relationships and getting into them and things that you might want to consider when you get into a relationship. The first thing that you want to consider is, are you ready for a commitment? Are you ready to be tied down to one single person? Are you ready to be faithful and loyal to that person? Are you mature enough for a relationship? Do you think you are old enough? Do you think you have reached that point in your life where I can actually handle this? I can do this, you know? Next, are you and the person you possibly want to date ready? And basically that means, are both of y'all ready to commit yourself to each other? Are both of y'all ready to be loyal? Are both of y'all ready to be faithful? So when being in a relationship, you always want to make sure a relationship is healthy. You always have to have a healthy relationship. So there are 5 aspects to every healthy relationship. The first one is respect. Then you have trust. You also have honesty. You also have equality. And the last good one is good communication. So the first aspect we have is respect. First of all, both of y'all have to respect each other, because if you don't respect each other, your relationship can possibly go downhill really quickly. So I have a few questions that kind of pertain to respect. So the first one is, do you listen to each other? Do you hear each other out? I know for sure in my relationship, I really want my boyfriend to hear me when I tell him certain things, and I'm pretty sure he wants me to hear him when he says certain things. Listening to each other is very important. The second question is, do you treat each other like friends, or do you treat each other like enemies? If you're not treating each other like friends, then you should not be together. The third question is, are you proud of each other? If you're not proud of the person that you're with, it can just kind of seem like that you're ashamed of them. And if you're not proud of them, you tell them that and don't be with them at all, because that can really hurt their feelings. The next aspect of a relationship is trust. Trust is very important, because I believe that trust is the glue to a relationship. This is what holds the relationship together. One thing I really want to tell y'all is, if you can't trust the person that you're with, it's going to be really hard being in a relationship with them. One thing I really hate is when people pretend like they trust the person that they're with, but in reality they're still, you know, checking their phone 24/7, accusing them of certain things, or, you know, trying to be behind them 24/7. That is what we call insecurity. Make sure you are not insecure about the person that you are with. The third aspect of a relationship is honesty. Now, honesty is something that's very important as well. If you're constantly telling lies to that person, or if they're constantly telling lies to you, it can really cause y'all to never believe each other, and that has something to kind of do with trust, you know, because if they're lying so many times, how can you trust them the next time if they're, you know, telling the truth? So the first question for honesty is, do you admit when you're wrong? Do you admit that you do wrong things? Because I know Derek had that problem for a long time. He will never admit in some situations where he was wrong. The second question is, do you feel like you can tell the truth? Do you feel like you can tell the truth about certain things? Because if you can't tell the truth about a certain thing that may have been bad or unacceptable for your relationship, then that can make or break your relationship as well. The third question is, do you talk openly about your feelings even when it's hard? That's another important thing. You have to have good communication. So the fourth aspect of a relationship is equality. This one has to be the biggest thing for me, just because I actually believe that men and women are equal. Basically feminism. I have a little story for y'all about equality, kind of like a little example. So back when I was a freshman in high school, there was this girl that constantly called Derek her best friend, and it would always make me upset, because I felt like we weren't able to have best friends of the opposite sex. I didn't have no boy best friend, so you can't have no girl best friend. One day I went up to the girl and I told her, I was like, Derek cannot have any girl best friends. Like, you just need to back off, get away, whatever. So then a few years later, when I was a junior in high school, I got a boy best friend. His name is Victor. And obviously it would be hypocritic of me to tell Derek that he could have a girl best friend, but I could have this boy best friend, Victor. Anyway guys, that's kind of a small example of equality to me. So the last and final aspect of a relationship is good communication. So good communication is very, very, very important to me. It is the key thing in a relationship. If you can't communicate with your significant other, then why are you with them? Because the main thing in a relationship is communicating. You got to get word around in order to get word back, right? So guys, that was all for this video. So I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Also subscribe to this channel, which is linked down below. And yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye bye.